Hi everyone, BC here again. Got some goodies from Ashdod. Always happy to get a bunch of goodies. Although this was a little awkward. The reason it was a little awkward is because I filled up my lab. And so I actually ended up losing a Tree Lord staff that during a transformation accident, basically. After they transformed, tried to drop it in the lab because it didn't have hands anymore and it didn't work. Which is fine. I will just make a new one. So definitely appreciate the thought and appreciate all the goodies. Somewhere around here I have someone making a new one. Yeah, Myrene here. I do need to make more iron faces for all of my dudes. That'll be, I guess, the next objective there. So if I go ahead and track down someone with Earth 2, that Malika has Earth 2, but it'd be more efficient if I picked someone, one of my Sahirs. Yeah, you'll work. So you can go ahead and make Iron Face. Alright, beyond that, Unleash the Archers empowered in Astral. Oh, by the way, I got to see Unleash the Archers last night. This was like their first tour in quite some time, so that's pretty baller. Anyway, he is got Astral 5 natively, so he can cast Wish. We're not quite going to have enough pearls next turn to cast it, but that's okay. We can pencil that in for a subsequent turn. Theoretically, I should go and give that potion to somebody. I don't know who needs it. The regrowth potion. So I'm just kind of poking around here while I talk. Might not find anyone appropriate, and that's okay too. Turn's gonna roll like in the next hour or so, so I'm definitely on the clock here. Besides, like, I want to also keep it interesting for you guys. I'll take a look later. Empowered himself in death, so he can start spamming out Tartarians, so he will start spamming out our Tartarians. Little risky, because this is the province that is kind of my nexus on the east side of my empire, so I might, like, have a Tartarian go crazy and blow up my lab or something. But I'm a sucker for discounts, and I have discounts here. I'll just cruise through these rituals real quick here. Oh, the Tomb of the Grand Thaumaturge. That's this thing here. We can summon Long Dead, which, again, you know me, I'm a sucker for free spawn, so I'll probably go and do a little bit of that. Let's have you go there. Rastor. We're recruiting our first Dwarven Smith here. Some of those cross paths might be useful. Just scrolling through the rest of these messages here. Blood hunting. That's our numbers for now. Where's this place? Oh yeah, we found a lot of blood slaves here, which is great. And now we've kind of started to run dry in terms of population, which is acceptable. I'm gonna want to relocate those blood hunters at some point. Although I'll need to figure out a good place to relocate them to, since all of these lands out here are kind of being aggressively blood hunted, and I don't want to go to Machaka itself. That seems kind of desperate. We'll have them hunt another turn, and then we'll probably end up piecing out of there. Battles. Vampires. Wraith Lord versus a ton of summons. Yeah, he'll just go ahead and Soul Vortex, and these guys will creep and do him a bunch. Um, but Soul Vortex is really good against Creeping Doom, because it just hits all of them at once and it keeps him well fed. What are you? Oh, you must have summoned these skeletons. I don't know how you summoned them or why, but you summoned them. Alright. Or maybe you did like Control the Dead or something. So yeah, that'll do that. Agartha versus Pythium. So that... I don't know exactly how aggressive this bet is, but it looks like Agartha's moving in on Pythium, and it makes sense. They can really build a nice base of operations here, and Pythium is in a sad way right now. Pythium should be able to like build an awesome communion that can take out the Agarthan army, but it's intense. Man, Agartha's like me and Agartha piecing out worked really well for them. Like they gave up about like 8 to 10 provinces to me, and in exchange they got all of Ashdod pretty much, and they're got this lake here, and they're moving into Pythium. That was really good play by them. Sure. Abyssia taking care of business. Defended province Blackport. Oh yeah, I stopped sieging that, so now they're back in control. I don't know how or why they have a Celestial Servant. They wouldn't have wished for one. Maybe this is a Merc? Yeah, that's Merc. Okay. Oh, hey, Fishmaster Sog is still around. Their Harbingers held up the fort, so to speak. Wraithlord duel. Turns out the hurricanes were not caused by someone trolling me, but rather by like the dwarves that hold up the world. So that's fascinating. This stuff. And scouts. Vanderlogs out of play. Yeah, this was overall like relays actually moving in their like star children and shit. So my hope is that the AI decides to march them onto land where they are far more vulnerable. But when the host set relay to AI, they also showed relay's gem stores, and they're fucking absurd. The relay player was just sitting on like 2,000 or 3,000 gems. So AI is just gonna spam out like a bunch of random summons and just throw waves and waves of shit at me. I I don't know exactly what's going to happen over here, for example. I want to keep these forts, but I mean, if AI Relay decides to besiege them with all of this stuff, then there's only so much I can do. Not too many Illithids here. They've got the Star Children, which might Mind Blast or might, like... I don't know when the AI decides to do communions and stuff. This guy's going to break siege, and he's got just, like, loaded up completely with MR gear. So besides the helmet, he's got MR on the shield, MR on the weapon, MR on the jacket, and MR over here. And the goal is really just to withstand a bunch of Mind Blasts. Not quite as much MR over here at Furthest Bog, but still a decent amount. And we're regrouping these guys over here. I don't even remember how I got this Helmet of Perfection. Oh, that's right, that was from the Death Basket. So we'll just march these guys north some more. And try to lure these guys into someplace where they're more flammable. Getting a big summon this turn, the Father of Jinn. So that will be an incredible summon to have. I should cast the fire spell that gives him twice born. Should probably do the same thing with Soleiman. Guess let's just cast that now. Bonfire. So that costs 20. Oh no, he's only size 3. It only costs 15. Should consider doing that with the Myriads as well, but it costs a lot more. Yeah. Other than that, research. We get enchantment 7 this turn. Mass Flight is a nice option to have. Inferno Warriors is a nice option to have. Chthonic Awakening does let me climb Earth somewhat, although it's kind of weird how it works. Yeah, there's not too much in terms of spells at Enchantment 9 that I'm really, like, lusting after. Or Enchantment 7, I mean. But Enchantment 8, I can summon Liches, which I always love to do. Stone Awakening, I should probably try that. And some other random stuff. Mass Regen, obviously very good. I haven't decided whether I'm going to continue on to Enchantment 9 after Enchantment 8. Probably not. Guy's Blessing is not really worth it. Army of Heroes is not really worth it. Celerity is worth it. Celerity is quite baller, although it's tricky to actually be able to cast it. So I have to decide whether to then go to Thaumaturgy for Worm That Walks and some of this other stuff. Or Blood 9. Blood 9, all the Demon Lords have been taken, so they've kind of, that's not really an option. But Infernal Crusade is a quality way to get a good number of troops. Infernal Forces, I don't really care about. Yeah, it would mainly be for Infernal Crusade. Which means it's probably not worth it. But it's something I'm considering. yeah, so lots of fun choices on the table. Really looking forward to seeing what the Father of Jin can do. And this battle with Relay is more interesting than it really should be versus an AI, just because of how many resources this particular AI has to work with. And there's the open question of whether the AI will fight me or Atlantis. So yeah, exciting stuff. Stay tuned.